In this video, I'm going to answer the most frequently asked questions about dropshipping, including the ones the gurus don't want to. So here's the untold truth about dropshipping that they don't want you to know. Dropshipping is often seen as a way to get rich quick because it sounds incredibly easy. But what exactly is dropshipping? Well, dropshipping is an e-commerce business model where you don't have to keep any of the inventory, nor do you have to handle any of the shipping or the products yourself. Instead, when a customer places an order at your store, you buy the products from a supplier who then directly ships the order to the customer. The best part for beginners is that there are no upfront costs for inventory because the products are purchased only when a customer orders them. So is dropshipping a scam then? Well, there are two ways in which dropshipping is thought of as a scam. One, you sell a product at a higher price than you bought it for. And two, dropshipping is like the gold rush and that people who sell the tools are more likely to make money than the people digging for gold. To the first point, it is in your interest to make sure that customers get exactly what was advertised to them and that they are completely satisfied with their purchase. If you don't, then your business is not going to last long. To the second point, well, some people make more money from selling courses than physical products. That's just the unfortunate truth. But it doesn't mean that you can't succeed in e-commerce yourself or that the entire thing is a total scam. What is branded dropshipping? Branded dropshipping is almost the same as standard dropshipping, but you brand your products and packaging both physically and on your online store. The advantage to this model is that your customers get a better unpacking experience than if they were to receive a boring package with no branding whatsoever. And a branded online store usually has a better conversion rate than an unbranded one. The disadvantage to this is that you have to order product and packaging in advance to avoid long delays to your customer orders. And if you brand your store really nicely, but then don't follow through with the branded packaging, your customers may be a little bit disappointed. Is dropshipping legal? Dropshipping is completely legal as long as you don't sell copyrighted or patented products without the authorization of the owner. If the product itself is sold on AliExpress or other Chinese platforms and has no distinguishable copyright owner, then in most cases you are safe to sell it. Is dropshipping legit? Standard dropshipping, which is usually ordering a product from AliExpress or another marketplace to be sent to your customer, is not a legitimate long-term business in my opinion. It's great to get started and test if there is actually demand for your product, but it's not sustainable at high order volumes. On the other hand, if you are running a branded dropshipping store or are authorized to dropship products from high quality brands, then dropshipping is a completely legitimate business model in the long run as well. So how profitable is dropshipping? Typically, you hear that dropshipping margins range from 10% to 30% if you're selling physical products, but ultimately it depends on the cost to price ratio of your product, as well as if you are using paid ads or organic traffic. Organic traffic through TikTok, for example, will yield higher profit margins than paid traffic, but you may see much higher revenue from paid traffic, which could lead to higher total profits. On the side note, some people go for high ticket dropshipping, which is where they sell higher priced items that generate more revenue per sale, because the profit margins tend to be higher as well. Is dropshipping worth it? Well, dropshipping is a fantastic way to get started selling online without much upfront risk. You can also learn how business in general works. However, nobody is guaranteed success. So whether you think it's worth it or not will probably come down to whether you are successful or not at it. Now, here's how dropshipping works if you have your own website. First, a customer places an order on your store. The order is electronically transmitted to your supplier or fulfillment agent. Then your supplier charges the wholesale price for the product, fulfillment, and shipping of that order. The supplier then ships the package directly to your customer. The profit you make is the difference between the wholesale cost and the price paid by the customers. If you paid for the advertising to get the sale, you should also add the cost of acquisition onto your costs to get the true profit. Now, how does Amazon dropshipping work? Well, there are two kinds of dropshipping models related to Amazon. Some people use Amazon the same way they use AliExpress and sell the products on their own website, then have Amazon sellers directly send the product to the customer. The second approach is done by opening an Amazon Fulfilled by Merchant or FBM account and connecting the account to fulfillment software, for your supplier or third-party logistics company to fulfill. Here's how the latter version of Amazon dropshipping looks like. Number one, you list your products on Amazon as a seller who handles fulfillment themselves. Number two, you connect your account to fulfillment integration software. Then when a customer orders on Amazon, the order details are sent to your dropshipping supplier or agent. After that, the supplier or agent takes care of shipping the products to your customers. However, it's important to note that dropshipping on Amazon is riskier compared to dropshipping from your own website. You have to strictly follow Amazon's terms of service, which include not dropshipping from other marketplaces like AliExpress, eBay or Walmart, and strict requirements for shipping and fulfillment which must be met. Consistently late shipments or inventory issues can lead to your account being banned. How to dropship on eBay. A similar process applies to dropshipping on eBay. You first list your products for sale on eBay through an auction or a store listing. When a customer places an order, the order information is passed electronically onto your supplier or fulfillment partner, who then fulfills the order. Similar rules apply with dropshipping on eBay as well. Listing an item on eBay, then purchasing the item from another retailer or marketplace that ships directly to your customer is not allowed on eBay. Your to-do list to get started dropshipping will vary from platform to platform. For any platform you choose to sell on, at the very least, you will need to have 1. An account with the platform you're selling on. 2. A means to receive payments from customers. 3. A product to sell. 4. A supplier that can fulfill your orders. For Shopify dropshipping specifically, this is a brief overview of what to do. 1. Find the product you want to sell and contact the supplier. 2. Set up an account with Shopify, then add all the basic policy pages, buy a domain for your website and set up a support email address, and then add a payments processor such as Shopify Payments, Stripe, or PayPal. Step 6. Add a dropshipping app to your store such as DSs to connect to suppliers on AliExpress. 7. Import or add products on your store. 8. Design your site logo, homepage, and product pages and add professional photos. Then add a reviews app for social proof such as Luke's. The next step is to add apps for in-cart upsells and post-purchase upsells to increase your average order value, such as one-click upsell by Zipify. Step 11, add an app for email marketing such as Klaviyo to increase your customer lifetime value. And finally, choose one customer acquisition method you're going to focus on to begin with. You could A, start creating video content around your products if you're going down the organic TikTok route, or B, you could create product ads if you're going down the paid advertising route on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. Or C, you could create relevant blog content if you're going down the SEO route. Or you could create paid product listings if you're going down the Google Ads route. But the point is you have to choose one method based on your current knowledge and budget, then stick with it until you get good at it. Some methods require more money up front, but you'll get instant feedback such as Facebook ads, whereas other methods such as blogging are much cheaper but take a much longer time to see feedback on. So it's harder to know if in real time you're doing better or worse, if your skills are progressing or not. Also keep in mind that different products may suit different platforms. How to find dropshipping products. Before you even start selling, you need to actually find a product. Your approach to finding dropshipping products depends on a few factors. First, if you want to find trending products for dropshipping, then you can check Amazon to see the best sellers ranks, or AliExpress Dropshipping Center to see the top rated products by sales. If you want to see what's currently being advertised on Facebook or TikTok, you can prime your account to receive advertising from dropshipping stores by engaging with every ad you see. That means just liking them, commenting them, or entering their website and even adding their products to cart, or even starting a checkout. You can also search keywords on Facebook like free shipping to find product videos, or scroll through the Facebook ads library and you can search TikTok made me buy it on TikTok. You can also find potential winners with product research tools such as Viral Vault or Ecom Hunt that show products which have been researched by a professional. If you want to find products that haven't hit Western markets yet, but are new to China or are doing well in China, then you can check out 1688.com and Taobao.com. And just a quick tip, if you want to find dropshipping products with high profit margins, then it's easiest to go for small, light products which have a high perceived value. How to find dropshipping suppliers. Once you have found a product you are interested in selling, you need a supplier for that product. And even if you don't have a product yet, you might just want to see what suppliers have to offer, right? The dropshipping suppliers you look for will depend on the stage your business is at and how much you're willing to spend up front, as well as the types of products you're looking for as well. If you want to dropship with almost no upfront costs, then platforms like AliExpress or CJ Dropshipping are great options. However, many suppliers on AliExpress are Chinese dropshippers themselves and are not the original manufacturers of the product, so you may not get the best value for money. Another option is a private dropshipping agent who acts like a middleman between you and the suppliers in China. An agent can find any supplier or product that you want and ship it directly to your customers a lot faster than AliExpress. If you are specifically interested in dropshipping custom clothing or accessories, then a print-on-demand company like Printful has zero upfront costs and they can send each order directly to your customers. The price per item can be a little bit expensive though. A good way to find pre-vetted dropshipping suppliers is using a supplier directory such as Worldwide Brands or Salehu. For some you pay a one-off fee for a lifetime membership, and for others a yearly or monthly fee. For more advanced dropshippers who prefer private label manufacturing and are willing to buy in bulk to ship to a third-party fulfillment company, Alibaba is a great option. And finally, if you're looking to meet suppliers face-to-face, then you can attend trade shows such as the Canton Fair in China, or you can just Google if there are any local events near you. Now, how to find wholesalers who dropship. The easiest way to find dropshipping wholesalers is by again using a directory like Worldwide Brands or attending wholesale trade shows. Many wholesalers may be a little bit hesitant to enter a dropshipping agreement with you though, unless they know you're actually capable of selling large quantities of their product. What are the best dropshipping companies? Well, to answer that, let's break down the three different kinds of dropshipping companies first. You have dropshipping platforms and marketplaces, dropshipping suppliers, and dropshipping agents. The most popular dropshipping marketplace is AliExpress, but you can connect to it via DSers, which is its official e-commerce solution that allows users to place bulk shipping orders and payments as well. On AliExpress, you're technically connecting to a bunch of suppliers via their marketplace. CJ Dropshipping and Zendrop, on the other hand, are dropshipping platforms. You can buy dropshipping products while they manage everything, including sourcing, fulfillment, and shipping. However, if you want the best dropshipping experience, then I suggest a private dropshipping agent who does everything that those platforms do, only that they pay more attention, more focus on the few businesses that they serve, as opposed to the thousands of businesses the platforms serve. I'll leave a link in the description for that service. Now, how to get faster shipping when dropshipping. If you're currently using AliExpress to dropship, you might have noticed that shipping times are a little bit slow. To get faster shipping times, you can either work with dropshipping platforms like CJ Dropshipping or a private dropshipping agent, as I just mentioned. CJ Dropshipping uses their own shipping lines and has their own warehouses around the world to improve delivery times. Whereas dropshipping agents are based in China and use the fastest, most cost-efficient shipping lines to send your orders to your customers. Another option is to order in bulk from Alibaba and then use a local 3PL to fulfill local orders. Who pays for shipping when dropshipping? Ultimately, you or your customers pay for the shipping when dropshipping. Your supplier will pass on the shipping costs to you, and then it's up to you whether you pass that cost on to your customers or not. You can either charge extra for shipping at checkout, or you can add it on to the product price. In the former case, the customer is going to see there is a shipping charge, whereas in the latter case, they don't. Just be aware that extra shipping charges at checkout can negatively affect your conversion rate. Sometimes it's worth offering both free shipping and paid expedited shipping options. Customers who can afford it will pay more for faster shipping, while you still retain those customers who can't. On another note, free shipping offered to only customers who spend over a certain amount, say $50 for example, is a good way to incentivize customers to spend more and increase their average order value. How does international dropshipping work? International dropshipping is just dropshipping to different countries around the world, instead of focusing on one specific country. The best way to dropship internationally is from China. The problem with dropshipping from a country, say like the US, is that shipping fees are going to be way more expensive for international orders. Dropshipping from China gives you the best of both worlds with relatively fast shipping at affordable rates. How to run an automated dropshipping store. Your dropshipping store can be automated by linking your store or account to fulfillment software. That way, when your customer orders come in, your dropshipping supplier or third-party fulfillment partner will ship those orders directly to your customers. On top of that, your orders can be electronically fulfilled as well, so that your customer receives their tracking information without you having to lift a finger. To fully automate your business, however, you'll also need to employ several staff members to run different parts of your business, starting with customer service in most cases. How do returns work with dropshipping? While the dropshipping supplier or fulfillment company is responsible for order fulfillment, you will need to handle dropshipping returns. Now, I don't mean that you will need to literally handle the product yourself, but you will have to set up a process for your customers to return their orders. If you're using Shopify, then you can set up self-serve returns or create a return yourself and either use Shopify shipping to email the return shipping label to your customer, if you're in the US at least, or you can upload your own label if you don't have access to Shopify shipping. What if I have different dropshipping suppliers for multiple products in one order? If you are using platforms such as AliExpress and your orders are fulfilled and shipped by 3 different suppliers, then your customers will receive 3 different packages. This isn't ideal because apart from the negative effect it has on your customer's experience, you have to pay for each product's shipping separately. Whereas if you use a dropshipping agent or fulfillment center, they pack all the products into one package so your shipping costs are reduced. Why dropshipping is bad? Traditional dropshipping has lots of downsides. The profit margins are generally low, and if you're not careful, you might just end up like an unofficial Facebook employee who spends lots of money on advertising but doesn't actually make much profit. As your business grows, so will the amount of customers who aren't happy with slow shipping times and unbranded packaging. At scale, this results in your accounts being closed. On top of that, there is no barrier to entry or brand recognition with the pure dropshipping model. Anyone can start selling the same product and nobody really remembers who they bought it from. That means if you see any success, it will be short-lived. So then how can dropshipping be good? We already know it's a low-risk business which you can operate from anywhere in the world. The real question is, how can you make it a long-term success? You don't want to spend all your time working on a business only for it to die a few months later, right? The answer is simple. As soon as you find a winning product, you move on to branded dropshipping, which is a long-term business model. I'm not saying it's easy, but that's what makes dropshipping a good business model in my experience. So is dropshipping a good side hustle? Yes, as far as side hustles go, dropshipping is one of the more popular ones. It doesn't take that much time or money to get started, and the better you get at it, the more money you make. However, its low barrier to entry is a double-edged sword. If you get lucky enough to find a winning product early on, then it won't be long before you find yourself competing against other businesses. The harsh reality is that lots of people probably fail for this reason or because they never find a winning product to begin with. Will dropshipping be profitable in the future? Dropshipping can still be profitable, but it's becoming more challenging due to lower profit margins and increasing competition. To maximize profits, it's best to start your own brand and take control of your entire supply chain. This allows you to future-proof your business and achieve higher profits. There are 2 ways I'd suggest doing this. The first option is to invest in a bulk order via Alibaba, where you can brand the product and potentially tweak the design, then have a local 3PL or Chinese fulfillment center store the product and fulfill new customer orders. Or instead, you could use a private dropshipping agent to source your products with branding, store it in their warehouse, and then fulfill and ship to customers directly. If you want to know more about dropshipping agents, you can watch this video. And if you want to know how to gain an unfair advantage just by shipping from China, you can watch this video.